What's up, everyone? This is OZKÄR STALIN for all of you guys. As you know, I have a video. Well, I like a lot about, Nirvana stuff. And I have a video similar like this, what we're starting now. It is about Kurt Cobain gear and his whole career. I have that video, but it's in Spanish. So many people, was in the commentary, they will say, can you subtitle the video in English? And I say, you know what? I know it's crazy. It's hard for me because, people, to move all this stuff and put it right here and in my living room is not easy. I have to put a lot of stuff. So I hope you appreciate the video. Give me a thumb and subscribe to this channel or share with your friends. But anyway, I want to speak a little bit, step by step, about guitars, bass, amplifiers, and I have effects, but pedals. But in this moment, I won't speak about that. And now the first part of this video, we'll speak a little bit, and I will show a little bit about his gear, talking about guitars and amplifiers. Later in the second part of this video, I can speak a little bit more about the pedals and the pick he used to use. Oh, the microphones too. Well, for example, as you know, Kurt Cobain in the Bleach era, late 80s, he used a lot kind of guitar, but pretty cheap guitars, especially Japanese guitars. Well, like Univox, some Mustang, but sometimes they, as you know, guys, the Mustang guitar, the Jaguar guitar in the 80s, they used to be very cheap guitars. It wasn't until 90s when they come back, they're very popular. But, well, Kurt Cobain used, for example, this kind of guitar. This is a Epiphone ET270. It's a guitar made in early to mid 70s, 1970s. Single coil, pretty nice guitar. This, for many people doesn't know for what is this thing, or what is the point to these things. This make you like, it's only like effect. This is for control. The bridge position, both pickups, neck positions. Tone and volume. But this one is something like a make effects like a face effects, like a little bright and a little thick. Well, to my preference, I use it like a little thick. I don't really like when it's too thin because sounds like bright and thin, and that is something I don't like. Well, this one was one of his favorite guitar back in 1990, and actually he destroyed this kind of guitar. I think was in Hoboken, close to here. I'm living in New Jersey, New Jersey, New York, all that area, Hoboken. So in that concert, 1990, he destroyed it, after ending the concert, ending that concert specific. Well, this is like Epiphone ET270, very nice guitar, Japanese, cool guitar. And I try to go a little fast talking about these things, because, as you know, I have a lot of things to speak. Another of his favorite guitar was the Univox Phase 3. This is the Phase 2 there with the P90s pickups. This is the Phase 3 with the humbuckers pickups. This kind of guitar was made like around 1974. And actually it's one of my favorites as well, because it's really comfortable to play and it sounds great. These humbuckers. It's a cheap guitar. Well, back then it was a cheap guitar. Now it's a little expensive, and with the years are passing, are more expensive. This guitar sounds great, sounds really fuzzy, sounds like dirty, thick and dark sound. It's pretty nice guitar to play whatever, like grunge, punk, and it's really cool guitar. It's a copy of the Mosrite, which those guitars are really expensive, and this was like the cheap version of those kind of guitars. and actually I like it too. And Kurt Cobain used a Mosrite gospel, but it wasn't one of his favorites. But anyway, he used it back then. So this was one of his favorite guitar. You can see him in many videos. He's playing this kind of guitar. You can recognize the phase 3 for the humbuckers, this kind of humbuckers, and this like a part tremolo part is similar, or pretty similar, like the Jaguars there, you know. It's something like that. And well, it's a pretty cool guitar, one of his favorites. Univox High Flyer phase 3. This is a really mean condition and really nice condition. Look at this, look this color, man. I was pretty lucky to find this guitar. I have a little scratch there, but it's not a big deal, and that's a really nice conditions. And well, this is what I tried. I want to go like a little by little, like for example, like talking about Bleach era in this moment. So I know there's the Mustang, but I would, you know, skip to the next one. This is another Univox excuse me, phase 4. This was made like around 1977, and you can see Kurt Cobain in many pictures, and he's actually in his first years of Nirvana playing live this kind of guitar. He used this one, the phase 4, and the another one like before this one, the phase 3, with the tail, whatever the name, this tremolo part right here. He used this kind of guitar, and you can see it in the cover of the single Blue. There is Kurt Cobain in the floor in the stage, and he's with this kind of guitar, like natural color, wood color, and these humbuckers again are pretty nice, guys. This sounds amazing. This sounds really heavy, really dirty, and are perfect to play this kind of music. Like if you want that kind of dirty sound with a fuzz pedal, oof, forget it, man. This sounds amazing. The next one, well, let me see. He used a lot kind Univox. He used also Fender back then, you know, the Mustang. He used other cheap guitars, Stratocaster, and a bunch of guitars more, but then I don't really have it, because it's like impossible to have everything than what he used to use. But at least this is something. He used to have this kind of bass, as Chris Novoselic as well. This is a Ibanez Black Eagle Reissues 1970s. This is for the 40th anniversary of this kind of bass, because the original version, the first version, they was made in 1972 or 72 or 74. And in 2014, the company, of course, because Fender was made in you know, guitar like a signature, you know, Mustang for the whatever anniversary of In Utero. Fender released as well the, you know, that one, the Jaguar guitar for, you know, whatever anniversary of Nevermind. Gibson was released that bass there, here in the corner, for whatever anniversary, you know, for for Nevermind, and those instruments were for limited edition. So Ibanez won a little piece of the cake as well. So he released this one, Reissues, with the excuse, of course, the 40th anniversary, but it was more for, you know, for game money, and it's okay. Because people like us, we bought it. So it's here. This is the Black Eagle Ibanez Reissues, and it's a pretty nice bass. Sounds very, very cool. Chris Novoselic, he used this kind of bass. You can see it inside the bleach in you know, the book arc or whatever art book inside. You can see in the picture it's Chris with this kind of bass. And the only difference is this thing. I don't really know, because I never want to take off the pick guard. I don't really know if this bass if this bass, you know, I can put maybe like I don't know, because Chris Novoselic, I tried to see some pictures of his bass, if maybe he changed the pickguard for the whole pickguard is black to cover this inlay of the wings, eagle wings. So I don't know, because his bass is, I can see it's the whole wood in this part. I don't know if he paint this part or he put like a black pickguard. I don't know, but it's the same model, a black eagle. Very nice design there on the fret, and it's really cool, pretty characteristic always when I see this bass. Well, he used it for Bleach era, right? And he used it for In Utero too. But when I see this bass, reminds me always reminds me Bleach album, because I don't know, that's what reminds me. Talking a little bit about other things Kurt Cobain used for Bleach album, Bleach tour and all that, was the Randall Commander-Head Amp. Is this one on the top. This one is Kurt Cobain used for tour. Always he was with this amplifier and a cabinet of 2 speakers, you know, 12-inch each one. This is a pretty cool amp. I have videos talking about this amp in my channel. You can find there in my playlist is Kurt Cobain's gear. There I have a lot of videos talking about many stuff, all these things, but in different videos. It's all it's my playlist. You can check it out there if you want, but check it out. A few ones are I'm speaking in Spanish and English, but you know, this is a special video because practically it's my first video speaking in English, only in English, because people are asking me for it, and I try to do the best. It's hard for me make videos just in English or make just in Spanish or both, because my original language is Spanish. So this channel started speaking in Spanish, everything, and it's for that reason. But in this case, I want to make this video in English because I know many people around the world we are fan of Nirvana, right? And we want to know about a little more about Kurt Cobain stuff, or because some videos which is okay. Everybody can do whatever they want, YouTuber. But some videos are sometimes just speaking about what Kurt Cobain used, but they don't show in the video what is the gear or just pictures. And I know many musicians want to know because they want to buy the amplifier. They want to know how that work and how that sound, and it's for that reason I try to do the best in showing you a little, about this stuff. This is a really nice amplifier. This was made in 1976, and this one is the same amplifier, but this is a combo amp with 2 speakers, 12-inch, there, and it's pretty the same. This is practically the something like how I can say it. This is practically like the copy, of the Twin River. It's practically the same kind control. You have there the channel 1 with 2 input, volume, treble, mid, bass, except this has the master, so you can control the whole thing. So the whole thing, meaning this part. And if you pull, it's something like a booster. So you pull that, or you whatever. For example, for me, I can use it like a number 5, and I can just see the volume here, or you can leave it like a 5 and you can control the boost here, but make the sound of this amplifier very, very dirty, very nice. Right here in the second channel number 2, it has the volume, the reverb, the treble, mid, bass, and the control for the tremolo or the vibrato. So it's here. The treble here, this has some options, like you can have a little extra bright, so a treble, you pull it, or you can unplug, the effect. So you have a booster here, a boosted but a treble. So it's like make you, because this amplifier sounds really dark, I mean, and sounds really dirty sound. So with this, make more treble sound, because this anyway sounds with a lot of bass, similar like the Mesa Boogie. It's the Mesa Boogie. Whatever you know, you make the EQ here, the setting sounds really with bass, and you know, it's very different than the Fender, because Fenders are very bright and whatever. Okay, so these are the practically the bleach era. For Nevermind, Kurt Cobain started with stuff like, he is still using Univox and things like that, guitars like that, and he's still using a lot Mustang, and he's still using cheap guitars to destroy it, you know, when he was playing live, and that's something, you know, that I can say. But one of the first guitar you can see Kurt Cobain playing in the Nevermind tour and all those early 90s, it was this one. In Reading Festival 1991, you can see, this is a copy, of course, you know, because I don't know, this is a copy. Let me tell you something. This is a humbucker JB, right? Stratocaster. Many people say to me, because I'm upload videos on my channel and saying, look, you know, Kurt Cobain used a Stratocaster, Fender Stratocaster, and he, you know, he installed this thing, this humbucker. And many people say, but Kurt Cobain wasn't using the Fender, was a Fernandez. But no, original Kurt Cobain used a Fender Stratocaster for the Vandals in 1991 with the Reading Festival. You can see it there. He's with a, you know, with a jacket, like a leather jacket. I don't remember if it's a brown or dark, but anyway, he's playing with this kind of guitar. But later he broke this thing, the neck, and he changed it for the Fernandez, which you can see it. You can watch that video in Paramount in you know, October 31st, 1991, I guess. Yes. Well, that is the history, a little bit, and so this is a guitar. Then I just how I can say, build. You know, this is a really cool guitar. I believe, I really think so, because Fender probably in the future he want to make something like this, you know. I don't know. I think, well, but maybe for the sticker probably they won't. But I was saying, because you know that the guitar, this Tom Morello guitar is whole black guitar. It's black everything, and Fender just give you the sticker with the whatever he say, soul. I don't know what. I forget what the guitar says. But Fender sent the sticker. So that's what I was thinking. You know, if Fender make this kind of guitar like a signature, you know, just the whole guitar is black, and they can send you the sticker optional if you want it. You know, but maybe for the message, maybe they won't make this kind of guitars. Well, he used this kind of guitar, okay? So he used this one too. This one was, I think, his main guitar, and like everybody remember him. Once you see this kind of guitar like this, a Jaguar with humbuckers, you remember Kurt Cobain, saying like most times. So this has here the humbuckers. DiMarzio, Super Distortion. All this information is really now very common. You can find it in whatever place, in Google. You can find it in many videos here on YouTube. But we're talking about the whole gear. So this is a little taste, speaking about the whole things. So this is a relic, you know, guitar. This is the first edition that Fender made for this Jaguar signature Kurt Cobain, because this guitar was made for the anniversary of Nirvana, right? 2001, 2011, and I bought it back then. And but they just made this kind of guitar, and they were available like this relic for like around a year, I believe. After that, you were still to find them, but a little more expensive. And later they stopped to make this kind of guitars, and they made it just normal. So that means that's spelled like NOS, right? So these kind of guitar, like relics, now are more expensive and now are collectible. Made in Mexico, I think that, let me say something. I think the Fender's guitar made in Mexico are great, especially in the late and in the last years. You know, maybe 10 years to now, are great. But I think because I don't know, I feel like I don't know, probably Fender, maybe, because they sell this guitar like around $1,300 or more plus tax. Of course, you can find them of not this one, the relic, but you can find them like around, I don't know, 1,100 maybe. But they should make it with that price. They should make it in the United States and give you all their stuff. You know, I don't know, because that's Kurt Cobain, you know, and you know, I believe, I don't know, it's my opinion. But it's a cool guitar, sounds great, it looks great, and it has very high quality stuff. I mean, the wood and everything. For his tour, Kurt Cobain, hello Kurt. Kurt Cobain started to use this one, the Crown Power Bass 2, with, like this, with the Mesa Boogie Studio preamp. That was his gear, early 90s, when he started with the promotion of the tour of the Nevermind album. But then he changed like this, with the Mesa Boogie, always was the same, his main amplifier, or you know, to play live, with the Crest Audio Power Amp 4801. Many people says, wow, but why Kurt Cobain, you think, in your opinion, why you think he changed the power amp? In my opinion, I think he changed it probably not because he didn't like this one. I think it was more for the convenience to has the control here, right here, you know, in the front. Everything is in the front. Whatever power you have in the speaker, whatever the signal is telling you right here, you know, and this light here, and you can control, you know, everything here. You can turn on, you know, turn off, etc. This one doesn't have it. This one you have to go in the back. So in the back you have to go and flip some little knobs there in the back. And when you have case like this, it's impossible to do that, you know. I think for that reason he changes for this kind of amplifier. I really think so. So this one is a really cool amp, really nice. I used to have 3 of these preamp. I sold 2 already, and I have for a few years already. I like it. Sounds great. The cabinet is 412 vintage Celestion vintage 30, which Kurt Cobain used it to for his gear. I mean, because this was for the Nevermind gear, you know, the amplifier and all this to play live, Nevermind, and then Utero. So this is the same thing. This one, he used to use that because some people confuse this. Some people says, oh no, Kurt Cobain, and actually you can find information sometimes in Google, then it's wrong, the information. The information says something like this one is the Mesa Boogie Studio Preamp Point 22. This is not Point 22, this is Mesa Boogie Preamp Studio, or Studio Preamp, whatever. You know, Studio Preamp. This one is Mesa Boogie Studio Point 22. Here it is. Plus, well, this is the different. When you see some information talking about Point 22, Studio Point 22, is this one. That one is a preamp. So that means that if you plug it with the speaker or whatever, won't sound. You need a power amp, or use the power amp of whatever amplifier right here, and practically, you know, but that sucks. So it's better you find some power amp and you plug the Mesa Boogie preamp, and you, I don't know, if you don't want to have like a lot power or noise with these 4 speakers, you can find a cabinet of 1 speaker if you want, or 2. So, well, this kind of amplifier, practically Kurt Cobain uses for a studio, and I saw a few pictures when he's playing in some place, I don't know, very small place, and he's using this amplifier. So, this is a cool amp, very nice, very nice, because you can, for example, if you want to go to the studio, it's pretty, you know, handleable amp. You don't have to bring the whole thing to the recording studio. Just to have this, and it's great. So this is the gear, you know, for Nevermind and practically Utero. He used to use this stuff too. This is a Fender Champ 1970s, and I don't really know exactly when he used this amp, but he used to use it, and so he used this amp, and he used as well, and one of his favorite amp is the Fender Twin River, and for a studio. And I saw a video when he's playing in some little place using this amplifier. Actually, that video is not really common to find it, but I saw a few times, and he's with this amplifier with the turbo distortion, the small clone, and this guitar, you know, the Mustang competition. So this is talking. We're talking about the amplifier. Of course, he used another things. You know, it's impossible. I can have the whole things what he used. You know, but at least this is something we can, you know, enjoy here, talking a little bit about it. And what else? I say he used this one, right? To Nevermind. Other guitar he used for Nevermind. Oh, this is the bass Chris Novoselic used for Nevermind. And another ones too, and other ones too. But at least this is something. This is a Gibson RD signature Chris Novoselic right here. All right, okay. This bass is really cool. It's really nice. It's good looking, pretty nice color. The whole is black, but it is really heavy. It's really heavy. It's not so. It's not like, oh, it's a little bit. No, it's really heavy. And it's really thick. The neck. Okay. It's a cool bass. I use it for recording in the studio, because if you don't know, I'm a musician and I'm a composer. You can find my music and everywhere. Down in the description of this video, I will leave you a link about my music, my original music. I have already, you know, 3 albums and a few singles, and I play everything grunge. I play something like alternative rock. Practically is the same, but it's a little more soft music, you know, heavy music. I play everything, and a few ones are in Spanish, another one are in English, but check it out there. If you like it, support me. My music is available in CD Baby and Apple iTunes and Google Play Music, Spotify, Apple Music, available download, digital download, and for CDs. If you like, you know, support me with my career, so you can get it. Thank you. So, well, this is the bass. Really cool bass, and limited edition, and it's pretty nice. It's heavy, very heavy. Another of, let me see another thing. This is another guitar, and this is really cool, but it's a, let me bring these ones together. The difference with these ones, I want to put it together because, okay, when When in utero tour star, you know, like mid or late 1993, you can see Kurt Cobain using this kind Mustang. Mustang with the humbuckers, but it's white color. Later you see it with this the change. But the thing is, this was made in 1993 or 94. This guitar, it's a Japanese, very cool guitar, and that one is the signature Kurt Cobain. I mean, in my opinion, to be honest, I like more the color of this one, 1993, 94. This one, because this one, it was made when Kurt Cobain, you know, was in tour with, you know, with that album in utero. So maybe, I guess this color is probably close to the Kurt Cobain's guitar than this one. Both are sonic blue, but for some reason I like more this one, 1993. That one is like the Kurt Cobain signature, right? Like I say, right? Limited edition, but this is more like sky blue, and this is a little more strange sonic blue, green, I don't know what, aqua, whatever. Look, I don't know, I like more this one. Both are really nice guitars, pretty comfortable to play. I really like them. Here it is, and you can notice, you can see it, you know, it's a signature Kurt Cobain for this thing here. You know, it's something that Kurt Cobain he did it in one of his notebook. Well, this was really hard to find, because when these guitars was out or they were released for Fender, I thought, nah, I mean, it's just a Mustang guitar with the humbucker, and nah. This one is great because this is, you know, but this one, that's what I was thinking back then. 2013. Nah, it's just a Mustang with the humbucker, you know. I mean, I will pay like $1,000. But later, when the time, you know, like 2 years later, I couldn't find them anymore, and I start to see like, man, these guitars are going more, I mean, expensive. So I tried to find them and say, I have to get it, damn it. So finally, I found it. And I still find it for like relative cheap. I find it brand new in New York on the internet for like $1,150. I mean, $1,150. So not bad, because now are very expensive and very hard to find them. This is another signature Kurt Cobain. This one I was very lucky. I found this one for like $425 back then. So somebody really didn't like it, or whatever. He sold it pretty cheap. This is the same guitar, but because Fender, they released the Sonic Blue and Fiesta Red, or Red Fiesta, I don't know how to pronounce that, I forget. With the same update there. Seymour Duncan, or Seymour Duncan, better to say, JB. Very dark color, very nice. It's really cool guitar, and I get it. I found it very cheap. Now are very expensive, but well, it's here. This one is a pretty cool guitar as well. You can see this kind of guitar in the video of Fascinating Spirit in a few concert Kurt Cobain released as well, in Argentina, for example, and in other concert. But looks like he really loved this guitar, because he never smash it. He always saved it, and, you know, saying like other one, saying like that one, the Jaguar, like this Jaguar, or the other one, the Mustang, or this one. Well, this has the matching headstock. This is a Placid. No, I don't forget how I pronounce that, the name of the color. Placid blue, lake blue, something like that, with practically the same color, this Sonic Blue and the stripe there, and a pretty nice. I always like this matching headstock. The only difference with Kurt Cobain's guitar is like his guitar has update here, like a modification he used to have here, the hot reel Seymour Duncan, and which I have it in a different guitar. I have a Jaguar guitar, and I installed Seymour Duncan hot rail. Sounds great, those pickups. So there it is. Very cool guitar. This is a Japanese guitar, and pretty cool. Well, let's put this here and let's go with the next one. In 1995-96, as all of you guys, fan of Kurt Cobain, Nirvana, and all that kind of music, grunge, we know that in 1995-96, Kurt Cobain, not Kurt Cobain, Fender, Fender Corporation, they released this guitar because this is designed for Kurt Cobain in 1993, and he started to use it in January, February, and live, to play live. But he didn't really like this guitar because he was just testing the guitar and make some modification, but that never happened because he died. But in my opinion, it's a cool guitar, but it's more for collection than just play. Why? Because practically it's the same like the Mustang. And it's supposed like it's Jack stand, because Jack for Jaguar and stand for Mustang, right? So, in my opinion, I don't know, I'd rather have played a Mustang. I mean, a cool guitar, don't misunderstood me or understand me, but it's more, in my opinion, for collectible, for collections. This is the Sonic Blue, and the Fiesta Red or Red Fiesta, whatever, whatever pronounce that. I hope you understand what I'm saying. And it's supposed, like I say, it's a fusion of these two guitars, Mustang and Jaguar. But in my opinion, it looks more like a Mustang. The only difference is this is like a more deep, and this is more deep, and this is more like a fat right here. If I don't know, this guitar maybe could look better if it has something like right here, maybe another control right here, like more like Mustang, or 3 controls right here, something more like that. But it's a cool guitar anyway. It's a cool guitar, and it's a collection. So what else we have here? This guitar is another Univox I have. I built this guitar because, I will say why. Because I don't think I speak about this guitar, but let me speak now. The last song Kurt Cobain he record, it was "You Know You're Right," right? You know you're right, right? So a lot of information about this kind of guitar. Kurt Cobain he record that song with exactly a guitar like this. This is a copy, but it's exactly copy of Kurt Cobain guitar. Why? Okay, because if you know, in the video there in Saturday Night Live 1993, where Nirvana play "Rape Me" and I forget what other song, I forget already, but he used this kind of guitar. Many people doesn't know that, but it's nice to check it out. This is a Univox Phase 1 practically, but this is a custom Univox made in 1967. This kind of guitar was made in 1967 to 1969. Then they were released the Phase 2. Then I will speak now about that guitar because I didn't speak yet. So this one it has these modifications right here. The Seymour Duncan. I forget this. Damn it, I forget. Well, anyway, and I will try to leave you in the description of this video the model of these pickups. I will put Univox Custom. I will put something like that. You can find it there. Univox Custom Kurt Cobain. Okay, so you can find it there in the description of the video, and I will tell you what kind pickups are this one. This is Ibanez. This bridge is an Ibanez Gibraltar. It's really hard to find this bridge, and it's expensive as well. But let me go close to, you can see it. But it's a really nice bridge because it's very stable. Usually the guitars like Jaguars, like Mustang, like, you know, that one, these things, you know, the high flyers are not too good to play because this is like a knot. You see? It's not too stable there, the string. This bridge is really good. Really stable, really thick, really heavy, really expensive. So it has a modification, you know, without the vibrator, and you can notice the difference because the other are with the switch, and these are like this kind of different switch for control the pickups. So this is one of guitar Kurt Cobain used to, well, not used, but this is like the copy. I found this guitar on the internet, and I bought it because I like it. So we continue now with the rest of his gear, the pedals. So I hope you like this, the first part of Kurt Cobain gear. So let's peek in a different video about, you know, the rest of his gear. Hope you like it. Subscribe this channel, and I don't know, give me a thumb, and check my music there in the description of this video. Check my music and share with your friends, and see you next time here. Oh, follow me on Instagram and Facebook and all there. I leave you links down below in the description of this video. Take care, bye, and I'll see you next time.